Hey folks, good evening. Welcome back to the channel. Happy Gatty Crypto here. So let's just dive straight into it. And as you can see from the title of this video, it's kind of looking at the tips, tricks, and what to know about Terra Station and the little things to kind of understand. We see quite a lot of confusion with people will redelegate coins and then they'll all of a sudden be like, oh my God, all of my rewards have gone. Now, when you redelegate to a validator or you add to your delegations, it automatically withdraws any rewards you have with that validator and then they go to your wallet. And that's just totally normal. It's part of the system. Don't freak out. Your funds just went to your wallet, okay? Another one of my good kind of tips and tricks is to make use as much as you can of your actual rewards that you're getting out of the rewards pool, because you can sell your UST straight away, or you could just hang on to it until it runs up and you see a good arbitrage opportunity to kind of mess around between the two, right? Make the most that you can. And a lot of people ask me, why is my theme all purple? And just, you can change it to anything. You can change it to moon theme if you really want to. I like madness because I'm obsessed with the color purple. It's just kind of my thing. So a lot of people ask, you know, how do I, shall I undelegate my coins to move them to you? And, you know, I'm going to have to wait 21 days. It's a long period of time. You don't need to do that. You can just redelegate, okay? You have a delegate button and then a redelegate button and an undelegate button. You don't need to undelegate to move from one validator to another. Just know that once you move once, you will need to wait 21 days before you can move those specific funds that you've moved again. In a sense, the system is great. So a lot of people will purchase an NFT, right? And then they'll be like, I can't see my NFT in my NFT wallet. And it's just because of the simple fact you'll likely need to search. Okay, Muji's not going to show up yet, but Lunar Punks is already showing up, which is, here we go. Is R1 going to show up? No. So 9 times out of 10, unless it's all been going through the system quite a lot, I think you'll need to get the contract, and getting a contract's really simple. So for Metaglory at the moment, they posted it out this morning. You just need to search the contract, and it's as simple as that. It shows up straight away once you search it in here. You've got NFT marketplaces in here, and these are specific ones that actually deal with LUNC and accept it as a use case on the network itself. So another thing to point out is the swapping. Obviously, where you're seeing it right now is on the internet kind of version of it, not the extension and not the desktop version. But on the desktop version, you'll be able to swap through different means, different ways, different methods, and just be careful when you're swapping, how you're swapping, and how you're going to do it and stuff like that. The best version of Terra Station, I find, is actually the mobile device version. It's really handy. It's got everything on it that you actually need to do everything, and it seems to be the best place to do it. A lot of people get confused when they first create a wallet and they don't understand what's going on, and they don't know where their coins are, and you're just on the Lunar network. You need to swap, go into your settings, go to network, swap from the main net to the classic net, because that's where we are. Now, the kind of metrics on Terra Station aren't up to date. They are very behind, as you can see. It's the 14th today, and the data sometimes will run 2 days behind. Sometimes I've seen it running 3 days behind. We've seen it missing days, and it's not always the best thing to look at for your data without kind of pushing our own thing forward all the time. The best place to get data for LUNC is definitely over at LUNC Penguins, because we actually ask the blockchain and it gives us our answers. It's updated live and all the time. Lots of people asking for more USTC kind of related stuff, and we'll work on that. We'll get more stuff up for you folks and stuff like that. Now, the one thing I think everybody should know is, if you're sat there and you're thinking to yourself, what's a multi-signature wallet? just tap tutorial in the bottom left hand corner. Okay, once you get there, oh, it's already come up, look. Everything's coming up for us already today. Just type multisig and it will bring it up for you. It's a glossary. It will tell you everything and anything you need to know about the system, and even down to switching networks, like I was just explaining. Like literally everything is in here. You can even download a version of this onto your system itself, and there's migration guides, there's developing, and like we've not really got into many of the developing tools, but the whole system is built open source for anybody to build on and anybody to use and utilize. Like I said, anybody can actually reproduce the blockchain within a copy and paste. It really is that easy. So the transactional volume on chain is separate to the volume you'll see off chain. Do remember that. And kind of treat the data on here with a pinch of salt sometimes, because it's not always correct and it's not always spot on. If you're ever trying to see like what's been going on in your wallet, if you've got things missing that you didn't know, just go into your history. You can see any transactions that have happened at any point, at any time. You've got governance. Now, the one overlooked thing at the moment is the deposits tab, but we're going to do a separate video on that to explain exactly what that is and why it's there. We're doing really good at the moment with the knockdown on scam proposals, so you don't need to worry too much about those anymore, but do understand the difference between a text proposal and all of the other proposals. So if we go to governance, go to new proposal, you've got a text proposal. This is going to need manual implementation, okay? Regardless of what it is, what it says, it needs manual implementation. You've got a community pool spend. That is to get a spend from our community pool for a project or anything like that. Say you wanted to drop the burn tax even lower than it is, or you wanted to put it up. You would need to do that for a parameter change, and many things can be achieved for a parameter change. Execute contract can be one of many, many things. It's kind of what it says, but you do need to understand what all of these different kind of proposal types are, and that a text proposal is, it's as good as someone saying to you they're going to do something. There's no proof in it and stuff like that. Now, the even more important thing to understand is if you're going to put a proposal up, regardless of what it is, you need to create an Agora text. You need to do that regardless. Put it up, give it a few days, allow people to discuss it, allow people to understand what your proposal outlines, what it's supposed to do, provide the correct information and all the different things like that across the board. Now, going over to swapping, what I want to point out to people is all of these other coins on here are stable coins. They're near to useless at the moment. My opinion is they should all be liquidated and gotten rid of, just because of the sheer fact that they're absolutely useless in a sense, and no one's ever probably going to utilize them again. Not to say that they won't or we couldn't, I just think they're a little bit silly now. As to all of the other tokens on here, you're going to see wrap LUNC on here soon. Anybody can make a token, and put it on the blockchain. It's as simple as that. So there are a lot of other tokens on this blockchain, okay? Each one of these tokens that create and work on the blockchain will be, in a sense, paying fees to our system. It's really good for us and it's really good for our system. So, just more kind of simple things to show you and explain to you without going too much into depth of all the different kind of things. And the contract side of things, a lot more. I mean, you're going to need a real in-depth video. I was going to wait until Darwin protocol launches fully, and then we can go through and mint a Charmander, and then we can evolve it into a Charizard and kind of show people how to use the whole contract system and stuff like that across the board. Do remember you can add multiple wallets onto a Terra station at ease of just adding them. You've got QR code connections. Do make use of those. Those are really good. And your mnemonics or seed phrases, passphrases, whatever you want to call them, don't give them out. Okay, get yourselves a secure SanDisk hard drive off of the internet, USB stick that's password protected, encrypted, and keep your mnemonics on there. Also write them down somewhere on a piece of paper. Don't keep them on your phones, don't keep them on your computers or anything like that. And folks, that's really all I've got for you in this video. I know for a lot of people this is going to seem like really dull, really basic, and you already know a lot of this, but we've got so many new people joining the space all the time, and there's so many people asking these questions, and it really is as simple as that when it comes down to all of these different things. Do utilize the technology around you, make use of the tutorial and stuff like that. It really is there to help benefit you, and I'll catch you in the next one. Stay safe, folks. None of this is financial advice. Beware of scammers, doppelgangers, anybody pretending to be me. And, yeah. Do I schlup or don't I schlup? The reason why I haven't actually been slooping is because my throat is so sore at the moment. So it's just, it's absolute pain just doing it. Anyway, catch you in the next one.